Good afternoon. I just want to thank you in advance for allowing me to come out here and speak the words of the gospel. It's going to be a little prayer first. Father, we come to seek your face today. We come to meet with you. Our soul cries out to you. Our flesh cries out to you. We want to know you. We want to encounter you in a deeper way.
Yes.
We lift up our hunger for you. We lift up our praise to you. We lift up our voice to you. We lift up our worship to you, Father. Let us be known as a generation that seeks your face. Let us be known as a generation that calls out to your name. I pray life will be transformed in this city. I pray anointings will happen. I pray Yah's Holy Spirit will fall upon all of you mightily today. Let there be an awakening in Oceanside. Let there be a revival in this town. Pour out your Holy Spirit on this dry and desert land, Father. Yah has big plans for us. Open up your hearts and let him in. Grab onto the vine. Grab onto Yeshua. Let Yah renew your zeal for him. Let him renew your worship for him and revive and revitalize your love for him. Increase your prayer time. Increase your study time. Increase your passion for the Most High. We all have a short time in this life. The average person only lives 78 years. And then comes the judgment. Be wise, my friends. Be wise. Just wanted to hear a little something about with money, you can buy a house, but not a home. With money, you can buy insurance, but not safety. With money, you can buy a bed, but not sleep. With money, you can buy a doctor, but not have health. With money, you can buy food, but not have an appetite. Only Yah can give you these things. Yah gives you these gifts. Yah can give you sleep. He can give you good health. He can give you an appetite. He gives you safety. He's the one who gives you a home. He's the one who gives you these gifts. All glory to the Most High Yahuwah who provides everything. El Shaddai, the Almighty Provider. All glory to him. We praise you in your holy name, Father. Okay, so I got a little study today. It's a short study. It's only 20 minutes. So I hope you like it. I spent a lot of time on it. It's called, What Was the First Sin Ever Committed? What was the original sin? What was the original sin is the name of this. Okay? So, what sin is the least talked about in church today? What sin does Yah seem to hate the most? Yah seems to hate this one. One of the 7 things he hates. That's a clue. What sin keeps most people from being blessed in their lives and cutting off their blessings? Totally block all your blessings. What sin do most not want to admit they have? What sin does most want to not admit they have? Raise your hand if you think that you might have a small issue with pride. If you did not raise your hand, then you probably have an issue with pride. Pride was the original sin. It was the first sin ever committed. It was pride. Satan loved his beauty and his power. He wanted to be like Yahweh. He thought he was better than Yahweh. He convinced all these spirit beings, 1/3 of the angels, to come and follow him. He convinced Adam and Eve to sin. And he used pride to tempt Eve. So it was also the first sin and the second sin. So the second sin that was committed, that he convinced Eve, said, you will be like God if you eat of this. You shall not surely die. He just added one little word in there. Yahweh said, you shall surely die. But he just added one word. You shall not surely die. Sneaky little guy. Okay. Pride is the most elusive and sneaky of all sins because it's not tangible. It's mostly in our mind, so only Yah can see it. But it does come out in statements and actions. The biggest problem with pride is many do not understand what pride is. And most don't even know they have it. Everybody needs to work on pride. Everybody. It's a natural instinct to be prideful. Satan was the first to sin because he was puffed up with his beauty and his talents. He says he wanted to be like Yahweh because he envied Yahweh and coveted Yah's position. Satan thought he was better than Yahweh. He was also jealous of Adam because Adam was going to be king and Eve was going to be queen of the earth. And so he didn't want that to happen. So what did he do? He usurped their authority by making them sin. He became the king of the earth. So Satan is the king of the earth today. It says, 2 Corinthians 4:4, Satan is the god of this world. Okay? So he is the ruler of this world. But good thing that we have Yeshua and he came, so we have two kings right now that you can go under. When you keep the commandments of the Bible, you go under Yeshua's authority, and he's your king. However, if you do not follow the rules of the Bible, and if you don't even know the rules of the Bible because you've never read the Bible, then your king might be Satan. So we got to be careful. Alright? Alright, so if you have anger, bitterness, unforgiveness, ungratefulness, if we are critical or judgmental of others or speak badly of others, then you might have some pride. If you have conflict or chaos or disagreements, then there might be pride. Pride is the lack of love. It is the complete opposite of walking in your function and what you were designed for. We were designed to be humble. And I'm going to explain how to be humble here. But we were designed to be humble, not prideful. So the world has changed us. Anyone who's friends with the world is an enemy to Yah. The enemy wants you to be prideful. He wants you to be all about yourself. So I'm going to try to explain to you how to be humble so you can walk in all the blessings that Yahweh has for you. Okay? Pride starts the whole cascade of other sins. It is the root of anger. It's the root of envy. It's the root of covetousness, adultery, murder, hate, idolatry, disobedience, dishonoring, stealing, lying, and fault finding. All can be sent back to pride. So we need to get rid of pride, you guys. Okay? We're going to get rid of it today. Today is going to be the change. In the scriptures it says, pride comes before destruction, and Yah brings down the prideful and lifts up the humble. It also is one of the 7 things that Yahweh hates. It's one of the things he hates. He hates 7 things he hates, and pride is one of them. We don't want to have pride, you guys, okay? Also in Ezekiel 28, Yah says, Satan is the king of all the children of pride. So if you have pride, guess who's your king? Satan. Not a good thing to have. Okay, Proverbs 16:5. The man who is proud in his heart is an abomination. Whoa. I do not want to be an abomination, you guys. So let's try to get rid of pride today. Surely he will be punished. So it comes with a punishment as well. So if Yah hates it, and it's punished so severely, we need to know what pride is so we can defeat this hidden sin. It's in our minds. It's sneaky sin. Right? The definition, I'm going to tell you what pride is right now. The definition of pride is having a deep pleasure and satisfaction derived from one's own achievements, talents, gifts, possessions, wealth, nationality, beauty, wisdom, or artistic talent. So anything that you're blessed with, that Yah has blessed you with, and you get a deep satisfaction and admiration with that, that is pride. Okay? So we don't want to have that. And I'm going to tell you how we can avoid that. So it also is saying that you are more important than others. And it is being unappreciative and ungrateful. So we are all equal. Everyone here on earth, we are all equal. We're all sons and daughters of the Almighty. Nobody's better. Nobody's worse. No president of the United States, no Queen of England is better than the janitor at your grocery store, okay? Nobody is better than anybody else. We're all equal. Okay? So this is where pride comes in, when people think they're better than somebody else because they've been given a gift from Yahweh. Just because you have a gift or a blessing from Yahweh does not make you better than anybody else. It means that Yahweh is blessing you and you need to use that to bless others. Okay? Pride is the ultimate blessing blocker. This pride will cut you off from all kinds of blessings in your life. You do not want to have pride. No. It is a blessing blocker. So we need to get rid of pride if you want to be blessed, because he lifts up the humble. So once you learn how to allow him to be humble, he will lift you up. But if you have the littlest bit of pride, he will bring you down and destroy you. Pride comes before destruction. So contrary to what the world teaches, self-confidence is believing and trusting in your own abilities, and it's also a form of pride. We are not to be self-confident. You can have confidence that Yahweh will help you, but not confidence in yourself, right? So if you're a really good golfer and you golf a great game, guess what? You did not do that by yourself. Yahweh created your legs to walk. He created your arms to swing the golf club. Okay, so guess who gets glory for your golf game? Yahweh. Yahweh gets all the glory, not you. So, how does the Bible interpret pride? In the scriptures, anyone who does not give credit to Yahweh for anything and everything is pride. So if a person has a job, a car, a place to sleep, and does not give credit and give thanks to Yahweh, then this is pride. If somebody is good at basketball or sewing or jogging, and does not give credit to Yahweh for their talents, this is pride. So every talent, gift, blessing, skill, and item that you own is not yours, but given to you on loan by Yahweh. And all Yahweh wants in return is thanks and gratitude for that gift. So this is part of being humble right here. Giving him thanks and gratitude for all the blessings that you have in your life. Yah has gifted you with the gift of life and the ability to walk and see and hear and taste. We should be grateful and thankful for him for these gifts. If we don't thank him for the life that he has given us, this is pride. So every morning we need to be thankful. Thank you, Father. Thank you. So let me give you an example of pride in the scriptures. Okay? So King Herod Agrippa, in Acts 12:21, the people said to, he was out there speaking to the people, and the people said to him in a voice, "The voice of a God is not a man." And because King Agrippa did not correct him, that he was immediately, an angel struck him because he did not give Yahweh the glory, and he took it all for himself. So he actually died right there on the scene. Because they said, a gift of a, he said, of the voice of a God, and not a man. And so he didn't correct them and say, "I'm not a God, I'm just a man." He went along with it and took that. So he was being prideful. He was taking credit with what Yahweh has given to him, and this is pride. Let me give you another example of pride and destruction that came after pride. On a national level, in 1986, there was a World's Fair, and and this was during the Cold War. Russia and America were competing against each other somewhat. And Russia had this great energy plant that they were promoting at the World's Fair. They had this big booth, and they were making energy at a very low cost, and there was an engineering marvel. And so they were really promoting this great engineering feat that they had with this energy plant.
Very hurt.
Now,
And
also in
then
1986,
we voted
and
you.
in 1986, the Space Challenger, Space Shuttle Challenger they were promoting. And this Space Shuttle Challenger was going up in they had a big booth for this, promoting that, Space Shuttle Challenger. But guess what? This was also a great engineering feat. Neither one of these countries gave any glory to Yahweh for these engineering marvels. They never gave any glory to Yahweh. They didn't say, all glory to Yahweh, praise Yahweh for this, we trusted in Yahweh, we prayed about it, and He helped us attain these goals. So guess what? Both in 1986, because they were bragging and not giving glory to Yahweh, but taking the credit nationally for themselves, Chernobyl nuclear power plant blew up in 1986. It was a huge disaster. And also the Space Shuttle Challenger blew up in 1986, which was also a major disaster. So pride comes before destruction, even on a national level. So this can happen to anybody. So we want to make sure that we don't have pride. I don't believe people really understand how important and extremely powerful being humble is. As Yah loves the humble, so we must seek after this highly, extremely important characteristic. And everybody has a little bit of pride. So you cannot be a Christian if you have pride. You've got to be humble. In order to be a complete Christian, you've got to be humble. Humble is the key to being a complete Christian. It's one of the main qualities of a Christian. So if being humble is a quality that Yah loves, what is humbleness? Humbleness is not saying that you're not good, because we're all good. That would be a lie in dishonoring Yah's creation. Yah only makes beautiful works of art. All of us are masterpieces and have something amazing to offer. So the next time someone compliments you, do not say you don't deserve that compliment, but say thank you and give glory to Yahweh, our Creator, for giving you that talent, gift, or blessing. Okay? So this is the quick answer on how to avoid pride and be humble. Ready? If somebody compliments you because you're a great baker, you made this amazing cake, say thank you, all glory to Yahweh, for giving me the ability to make a cake. You see how you just diverted that? You took the compliment and you gave it right to Yahweh. Okay? So you're an amazing golfer. You always score really great scores in golf. Somebody says, oh, you're such a great golfer. Thank you so much. All glory to Yahweh for giving me the ability. So you see, that's where you can go from being prideful to humble in just one easy statement. Always give glory to Yahweh for everything. This is being humble. Okay, how easy is that? Just add all glory to Yahweh for giving me the skills, talents, or blessings. Super easy. Just remember that, because we want to be humble. We always want to give. We don't want to brag. I'm such a great golfer, I just beat everybody at golf today. No, that's bragging. That's being prideful. What you want to say, all glory to Yahweh. He allowed me to play golf today. I played a good game because He allowed me to do it. Praise Yahweh. You see? That's being humble. You're not taking any credit. You're not bragging. You're giving all glory to Yahweh. Okay? This is the key to humbleness. This is how you can become humble. It's so easy. In one little sentence can change you from not being blessed to being blessed immensely. So all glory to Yahweh for all the talents and skills He gives everybody here. Okay, 1 Peter 5:5. Yah resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Therefore humble yourselves under the mighty hand of Yah, that He may exalt you in due time. Wow, this is amazing. You can be exalted under the mighty hand of Yahweh when you're humble, just by adding this one sentence behind every comment you say. All glory to Yah. So, be wise, you guys. Use this sentence. Add that into every sentence anything you ever do or say. Or, you're able to go get a coffee at the Starbucks or wherever. All glory to Yahweh. Okay? All glory to Yahweh for allowing me to get a coffee. All glory to Yahweh to allow me to eat right now. He wants thanks, for He gives you everything. You wouldn't have anything if it wasn't for Him. He gives you your position at your job. He gives you your car. He gives you your house. All glory to Yahweh. This is being humble, you guys. Okay, another way you can become more humble is not thinking less of ourselves, but thinking less about ourselves. So let me say that again. It's a little confusing, but true humility is not thinking less of yourself, but thinking less about yourself, okay? So you're not thinking about yourself, right? You're not thinking that you're less than anybody else, because we're all equal, right? We're all equal. We're all sons and daughters of the Almighty. We're all equal plane. Doesn't matter what you are, who you are. We're all the same. We're equal. But you're thinking less about yourself, okay? You're not self-conscious. You're not self-absorbed. You're not selfish, you know? You're thinking about others and you're thinking about Yahweh. You're thinking outwardly. This is what I'm talking about, right? You're not thinking less of yourself. You're not like lower than anybody else. No, you're equal. We're all equal. But you're thinking about Yahweh, how you can worship Him and do kingdom things for Him and do kind things to advance His kingdom. And, you want to do things like help the widows, orphans, the poor, the sick, the imprisoned, the foreigners. This is outward thinking. You want to spread the gospel. So you're thinking outward. Or how can you be kind to this person? How can you bless this person? You just giving a person a compliment is completely free and easy to do. And it's a great way of being humble because you're actually edifying somebody else and lifting them up. So pride is walking into a party and saying, how do I look? Humility is walking into that same party and saying, how can I help at this party? You see the difference? You're not thinking about yourself, you're thinking about how can you help other people. Okay? It's a whole different mindset. It's an outward focus. You're focused on helping others and lifting up others and doing things for others and praising Yahweh and singing to Yahweh and doing things for Yahweh's kingdom. You know, are you building your own kingdom? Are you building an addition to your house? Are you buying a bigger car? Are you buying newer, more expensive clothes? Are you using that money to help build Yah's kingdom? And help buying Bibles and sending them to China or supporting a missionary or helping to advance Yah's kingdom in any way? See, are we thinking about Yahweh or are we thinking about ourselves? Okay, so this is what being humble is. What do you spend your time, talents, and energy on? What do you do? Is it all about yourself, or is it about kingdom work and kingdom things, helping the less fortunate? So this is all about being humble. Humbleness is doing for others and doing for Yahweh. Pride is doing for yourself, only doing things for yourself. We don't want to do that. Okay. Humbleness is putting others first before yourself. We are commanded to put others as more significant than ourselves. Philippians 2:3. This is really important, and this is why Yah wants us to focus on praising and worshiping Him, because it takes the focus off of us and puts it on Him. Having a humble mindset is saying, I don't have to eat all the last brownies. I save those for somebody else. Or I don't have to have an expensive car. I can drive the least expensive car, an economical car, and use that money to help others. Okay, so it's an outward mindset. You see what I'm saying here? True humbleness is knowing that your entire existence and everything you have is completely dependent on Yahweh and not ourselves. So remember, Yah made you. You didn't make yourself. And He needs to get all the glory for that. Okay. So let's try to be humble. As this is what we were designed to be. Also, Yah loves those who are meek. So what is the biblical definition of meekness? Meekness is not weakness. Okay? Meekness is, as it says in Scripture, the meek shall inherit the earth. You want to inherit the earth. This is an amazing blessing. Because that's where the eternal kingdom will be, on earth. The New Jerusalem comes down on earth. So you want to be in that kingdom. So meekness is not being quiet and weak. No, biblical meekness is strength under righteous control. Okay? So it's using your power, your all have authority. We all have power in our lives, right? We have authority over our friends. We have authority over people at our work. We have authority over children if you have children. And if you use that authority with grace and mercy and love, this is meekness, okay? So you're not like tyrannical. You're not angry. You're not yelling at people, right? your son or your daughter throws something on the ground and breaks a glass. You don't yell and freak out and start screaming at them. No, you talk to them quietly and nicely. You help them pick it up. This is using grace and mercy and love with the authority you've been given. So this is another way you can be humble. Meekness is using power with righteous control, grace, mercy, and love. Everybody has authority. When you go into Starbucks, they mess up on your order, you're late for work, and instead of getting mad, you just talk to them nicely and kind. So you're using your authority with grace, mercy, and love. This is what you're put on this earth to learn. To have grace, mercy, and love under difficult situations. Somebody's at work. Let me give you another example. Somebody's extremely rude to you and says a rude comment to you. Right? A person with no meekness would say something rude back. Right? And it would be like a battle of words. A smart person who uses meekness, a Christian, will talk to them later on and say, hey, what you said was really hurtful. I don't think it's appropriate that you said that.